All right, so we all set. So hi everyone, thank you for joining again. Hope the last session was really good and you have enjoyed the session. The recording will available end of the day today, and uh, and this session recording we will try to upload it today or maybe tomorrow. It will be available on UiPath community YouTube channel. So the page you have seen, you can see on my screen. If everybody can see my screen, just raise your hand so that Umesh can confirm. They can go ahead.
We can go ahead. Thanks, we're good.
Okay. So yeah, thank you so much again. You can feel free to scan this QR code in order if you want to get certificate, if you want to get certified. So you can register. UiPath team will do some analysis and will shortlist for few of the members to provide the certification voucher. So feel free to scan this QR code and register for this community certification framework. And I'm sure if you are from New Delhi and NCR, so you are aware about this page. But yeah, we will speak about those who are the new and just joining this call only. So you can scan this QR code, that is a WhatsApp group for UiPath Delhi NCR. And you can also navigate to this URL, that is community.uipath.com/dashboard Delhi NCR home. So once you are there, you can register, you can join by clicking on this join button. And you can see we have a very good numbers here, 2,742. Yeah. And once we upload any of the Delhi NCR group or the community chapter leader will upload any of the sessions, you will get informed by your registered email ID. So in today's session, in the last session, we just covered the just high level of UiPath agentic automation. What are the best practices? What are the license costs are involved in order to start your automation journey in agentic automations? So in today's session, that is very, it is also the very important topics because we are dealing with the agents, right? An agent is not the individual applications. The behind the agent, we have multiple ML models, and these models are only supporting the prompt, the instruction we can pass to get the response. So in today, we are going to explain in detail about what is prompt engineering, and how you can write a effective prompt for your chat GPT, Gemini model, UiPath agent, Maestro, and UiPath different product. So this is the second session of this series. We have four more sessions. The next session will be uh, we can present the next session on coming Tuesday, then Thursday. So we have total six sessions. You can feel free to join because as we are moving ahead, we have a very interesting session. The next session will be more on the agent builder. So Umesh, the speaker of this session, will cover off the entire like how you can build the agent. I'm sure many of you maybe heard about this quote written by one of the famous AI engineer, scientist. How many of you know about this guy, this Andrei Karpathy? The quote is the hottest new programming language in English was posted on 2023 after the ChatGPT was launched. If you know, you can put your chat, put your put anything interesting about this code. If you have a used in your presentation, if you have a use in your organization, and what do you think about this? Right. So they he just posted on their Twitter account the hottest new programming language is English because ChatGPT was just launched on the November 2022, and ChatGPT only accepting the prompt and the queries, right? That is the reason he written this code on 2023, and now you can relate it. We have a n number of LLM model which is supporting English language only. Just pass your English language, it will return back all the response. Whether you are writing for your web search, writing for your essays, writing for your programming codes, because Autopilot and the agents LLM model is everywhere. It is GitHub, it can be GitHub, it can be Gmail, it can be anything, right? So this what we can relate it in today's scenarios. Like everywhere we have the agent and the LLM models. So in today's session, we are going to cover what is prompt engineering. That is, maybe some of you are already aware about this new profile. It is really a really interesting profile, and many of them are transitioning to different domains to this profile, the prompt engineering. And what we are going to cover, what is prompt engineering, vague versus clear prompting, effective prompt writing, the template, comparison between one-liner and the detailed prompting. Live demo will show you like how you can write the one-liner prompt and the detailed prompt. And if you don't have expertise, we have ChatGPT, Gemini. With the help of those assistant, you can also ask them to write a prompt. So we will cover in detail as we go into the into the next slides. We will try to cover more in details and more interesting slide you will see in upcoming time. So here we have our uh, community chapter leaders, director, and the community marketing intern. So the session, the entire series, myself and Umesh is going to present. So the first session was presented by Umesh. The second I'm presenting. Third will be presented by Umesh again. Fourth myself is Umesh, and sixth again myself. So we have a very interesting sessions on Maestro, coded agent, UiPath agent builder, UiPath Speed. So I would request you everyone spare your time to part of this session. And if any one of you missed this session, so we will upload those recording into the UiPath community official YouTube channel. So you can refer it later, and maybe you can forward to someone who can relate this and just do some hands-on around it. So, like I said, we have six series. We have a series of six sessions, and this is the second session we are going to present. That is on crafting expert prompts for UiPath agent and Maestro. Feel free to scan this QR code. There it will match you the series page. There you can register. If you are okay, you can register for all. If you are comfortable with any of the session, it can be Master of UiPath Maestro, architecturing enterprise grade automation agent, coded agent. You can feel free to register by navigating or scanning this QR code. Yeah. So what is prompt engineering? Prompt engineering is a art of writing only if you are good in English, not the complete like not we are going to cover entire grammars and all, but just the English if you are comfortable, you can be a prompt engineer. And if you are a logical thinker, critical thinking abilities, you can write your prompt. If you already writing something on the LinkedIn page, if you're writing something for your organization, so you are a prompt engineer. Just to polish yourself self in order to technically passing these values to the any of the LLM model to get the better response. So you can see here better prompt means better outcomes. What does it mean? Means like while you are writing, it should not be the one-liner code. It should the detail what you are expecting with any of the LLM model. Provide the detailed instructions to the agent or the assistant so that you can get a proper response. You can see why prompt engineering is super important. You can see clear prompt is smart output. What is mean? Like if you providing the detailed prompt, you will get the detailed outcomes, right? So it will also save your time, and you can well craft your prompt to save your time, and it will also boost your creativity while you are writing. You can think about the problem statement. You can think about what you are looking for, what you are expecting with the agent or assistant. So writing a clear prompt will give you the clear output. Garbage in, garbage out means like if you are writing like I'm looking for the market research, so it is just a one-liner prompt. It really not makes sense like what exactly you are looking for because we have different market domain, right? It can be oil industry, it can be vehicle industry, it can be software industry. So writing a clear prompt, make sure if you are not comfortable, if you are not proficient writing the prompt, take a help of any of the agents, and there we have dedicated websites to write your prompt. So precision in power, you can see how precisely you are writing. Like if you are instructing any of the assistant or agent, define the role of the agent first. Like you are an AI assistant, and your role is you are a market research agent, and your role is to provide all the detail in a concise report. And the report should be in a form of tabular data. It should be the form of HTML. It should be the form of any in bullet points, right? Whatever outcomes you are expecting with the help of assistant, please precise all these things. The point you can see the AI plus you is like creative superpower. While like you are writing your prompt in English language and taking the help of assistant. So you are the prompt engineer. Just to just to write a prompt in a way like what you are expecting with the assistant. So here you can see if anyone is interested to transition into prompt engineering, we can see the market trend here. If you are just an entry level, you are a fresher, you want to start your career in the prompt engineering. So the salary structure here it is 4 to 8 lakhs for the entry level, 10 to 10 lakhs for the mid level, and senior can expect 20 to 30 lakhs. And there is no limitation, no boundaries. If you have expertise on different AI/ML model, there is no limitation of salaries and profile. You can go become a prompt engineer as well. If you are in any of the domain, if you are a software engineer, you are a data entry operator, you are a RPA developer, anyone. And if you want to enhance your skill alongside your development, you can be a prompt engineer as well. Because as a day to day, we are using any of the LLM model in organization, outside the organization, in our mobile phone, laptop, and desktop. You can see the market trend here. So in order to explain the prompt in a real world example, you can see how the vague prompt will impact over your conversation. So scenario one, we are going to cover example of patient and doctor conversation. If I visit to the doctor and I said like I feel bad, so this is just a one word, and doctor cannot diagnose with this word. Like if you are feeling bad, so what problem exactly you have? Like can you tell more about it? What kind of bad with you? Where does it hurt? Right? So it will not help the doctor to diagnose properly. In the LLM analogy, you will see if you're just writing something about the marketing with ChatGPT. So ChatGPT is not aware of what marketing you are looking for and what data you are looking for, and in which format we can return out. So writing a effective prompt will really make impact your response. So the scenario two, we have clear prompting. So the conversation, the same example, conversation between patient and the doctor. If I explain the doctor with my problem in detail, like doctor, I have a sharp pain in my lower right abdomen for the last 8 hours. It gets worse. When I move across the area, I also feel slightly nauseated. So it means like doctor will relate what exactly you have the problem. So what doctor will say, that sounds like you are appendicitis, like let's run a scan and prepare for possible surgery. Same way for LLM analogy, if you ask ChatGPT, write a LinkedIn post for software engineer about three key benefits of learning prompt engineering using a friendly tone and a real world example. You see, so I'm just explaining about what exactly I'm looking for, and so it will help the LLM model to tokenize all these sentences and return the result what I'm expecting to. So here you can see the syntax for UiPath for the standard meaning of the LLM model. If I start from the left, you can see the system prompts and the user prompt. If you are aware about the UiPath agent builder, it is accepting two types of prompt. One is system prompt and another is the user prompt. System prompt, we are uh, defining the instruction, the predefined instruction for the agent which I'm building. Like if anyone asks you this, then you have to respond to this. And if you have your own memories, like if you have quantity grounding knowledge base, so we'll also include these instructions. If anyone asking about your company policy, first you can go and check your knowledge base, and based on your knowledge base, you can respond to it. If the question is not there in the knowledge base, then you can properly respond to it like this is not available in your company policy. So you can see starting from roles, like you can define the role of your agent. Like you are going to build the agent for your market research. So here you can put you are an agentic assistant, and your role is to be a senior market assistant, and a market assistant or market any role you can provide it here. So it will help the LLM model, like you have defined the role, means like you have to respond based on your roles only. Like you are not a cricketer, like you are a market assistant, right? Or market research agent. So your role is to whenever anyone asking about the current market situation, you have to be focused on the market only, not the what is going around the world. So here you can define the role of your agent, then the goal of your agent. Like your primary goal is to provide accurate and helpful information to the user. with a focus on answering question about the current date and time. Like I'm just writing about I just want to know about the current date and time, and with this specific format. And you can take any of the example writing the prompt, but you are not to worry about writing this lengthy prompt. UiPath itself and ChatGPT itself having the capabilities, you can just pass 2 3 lines of prompt and ask the ChatGPT to write a detailed prompt for a specific LLM model. Like if you are working on the chat GPT, but you have to use this prompt to the Gemini model or the cloud model, right? Or any UiPath agent model, right? Or UiPath Autopilot. Use the chat GPT, ask to write a prompt for UiPath, copy this prompt, pass it to the UiPath Autopilot, and you can get the result. And you can see the result difference between the one-liner prompt and the detailed prompt. I will show you the example as well in the coming slides. If it and comes to the right slide, here you can see the user prompt. Here we are passing the instruction. Like you maybe everyone have used the chat GPT, Gemini, any of the assistant. There you are just passing the input value in the text boxes. Same way here you can pass the value, and this value uh, agent will use an argument, process it, then respond to the output argument so that you can leverage the output and print it anywhere. If you are using UiPath apps or the pilot for everyone or your UiPath studio code, once it is respond, you can copy or maybe store into the variable, and then you can apply another agents or maybe apply generative AI activities to summarize it and then present it. And this, you can see the third box, syntax for any LLM model. Here you can see I'm just writing a prompt for any of the model. Here you can see you are a, there we have a bracket, role for expert type, right? There you can define a role of your agent or assistant or the model. Your task is to, where you can provide the objective. Here you can see the left instruction we are providing. Your task, you can provide the task in detail. Use the following information. You can put some information which can help the agent or assistant, like you can put some data, some context, like you are interested on software marketing only. Or software marketing, what is going around in software industry? Is there is hiring and firing is going on, or is it's a job is stable over there? So you can put some context over there, what exactly you are looking for. Then you can see the deliver a type of output you are looking. Like it could be tabular format, it could be HTML format, right? Written in the tones, you can write a tone and style you want. Like if you are looking for your, if you are writing an essay, you want some icons, you want some bold, italic, and underlines. You can put some these detail as well. And which audience you want to cover. Like if you're writing an essay for UI, for any of the software industry, like no, not the industry, software industry, any of the topics, like so you can target the audience for whom you are writing the article or essay, so that it will help the LLM model to return the response on those contexts only, not the garbage value. So writing a prompt writing a clear prompt will return the clear output. Here we have some best practices to writing the prompt, like be direct, like state exactly what you want, define output, specify the format. I already have covered length and tone. Like if you are writing the article and you want to concise it into 100 words only, 200 words only. So you have to specify those things into your prompt so that the LLM model can concise your word or the article, and it will be easy for you to just copy and paste somewhere you want. Use some keywords, break it down. Like if you have the big prompt, you can break it down into some steps or the bullets. It will be easy for the LLM model to tokenize it. Give some examples, some reference in order to get a specific response. Like if you're writing an article on comic books, so you can specify like, please respond only on the comic book side or the Marvel comics or the Indian comics books. Refine your prompt. Assign a role, like I said, you have to assign a role of your agent so that it will specifically work on it. Like if you want to assign, you are a architecture, you are a RP developer, and you can write a code like a RP developer for email automation or Excel automation. You can define a role of your agent or your assistant. Here is a quick example for one-liner prompt. So I have written this prompt in ChatGPT. Create a Ghibli style image of Indian boy. You can see it has generated Indian boy image with some background, some Indian styling here and the costume. So it looks like the village boy. So you can see it has generated based on the prompt we have provided, the one liner prompt. But if I provide the detailed prompt, like the boy should look like this, the age of boy should be this, the apparels what he should be wearing, and some accessories like goggles, shoes, and all. So we once we provide this in details, then it will generate the desired images. For now, it has just generated a in general like create a Ghibli style image of Indian boy. It can be any Indian boy. So coming to the next example, here you can see. I think now you can relate what is the importance of right prompting, the clear prompting. You can see I have written this prompt to the chat GPT, the same chat GPT, same model, not the paid one, not the free one, same model. You can see create an illustration of a 35 years. And you can let me explain this prompt, then I will come to the one story. Like to create an illustration of a 35 years old Indian man. So here I am using the man word and you can relate the image. So I am using Indian man. You can see here the images of the man, not the boy here, right? With a charming, confident look, fit and muscular physique, resembling actor Siddharth. I'm just referring to the body should be look like the actor Siddharth, the Indian actor. He is wearing a white full sleeve t-shirt folded to elbow. So just passing some details here. So the t-shirt should be the folded, right? Dark blue jeans. You can see the blue jeans color here at the right side and Sparks sports shoes. And you see the brand name as well. You see the shoes here. If you see the shoes, and you can see the brand name here, the brand logo here, the Sparks, right? How detailed we are providing is precisely creating this image for me. He also wears sleek black sunglasses. You can see the sunglasses with a transparent. You can see the eyes, right? So we are just passing the black sleek sunglasses. The man is standing proudly in front of the banner that says, and we can see we have this banner style images, right? And you can see it's kind of the banner it is holding here. And UiPath Global MVP Summit, Istanbul, Turkey. So we are passing them detail here for this content. Thank you, so and so, right? And here you can see the background includes iconic Istanbul architecture. The background you can see how precisely it is added the blue mosque here or the Hagia Sophia, the famous places of Istanbul. How precisely it is adding here, right? Because of the prompt, like how we have the write the prompt in details, so it is adding all those minute detail into the images you can see. And the scene should be have a Studio Ghibli inspired art style. You can see the image, natural lighting, soft textures, HD cinematic detailing, warm, professional, and culture rich celebrations. Right? So you can see. Let's see the previous example. Just passing the one-liner prompt, create a Ghibli style image of Indian boy. It just created a image, and once I pass the detail, so it will created and added all the detail what I'm required for the images. If I want to change the face of this guy with my face, I can also upload my image. It will automatically replace this face with my face, right? So once you pass all the detail, it will create the expected result, right? So you can also create with the help of this, and you are not to worry to write all these line by line item. You can just ask the chat GPT, provide some values, and ask the chat GPT to create a prompt for generating this image, right? Once you provide this detail, chat GPT will automatically create a prompt for you, and you can see if this prompt is generating the right images or not. If it is yes, that is fine. If it is not, then you can fine tune your prompt to generate the image again. Or maybe instruct the ChatGPT, this prompt is not working, add some more details to generate the same images. So ChatGPT itself can have the capabilities to generate the prompt for you. So let's see how we can write a prompt in UiPath ecosystem to generate to interact with any of the LLM models. So so I will start with UiPath apps first. So we have different UiPath offering, where UiPath offered the autopilot capabilities to generate anything, right? So here we have this UiPath application, and I'm just opening the UiPath apps, you can see, and there we can pass the prompt. So there we have different ways to generate the UiPath apps. It can be apps from entity, lead capture apps, employee info collections. So once I hit this, it will automatically create an app for these. And if I want to upload any wireframe, we can also upload it. But today we are just focusing on the prompt, so we will pass the prompt. So I'm not sure how we can pass the prompts. So I can leverage the chat GPT. Let me copy this and pass it to the UiPath. Okay, so while it is generating, let's come back to the chat GPT to see what it has exactly written. Create a user-friendly data entry application using UiPath apps. UI design, currently UI design is not supporting, just if we create a wireframing and adding all the required controls only. Include a clean and responsive layout. Use a form structure with labeled field for full name, email, address, contact number, date of entry, category, and there's it has also I have mentioned the type of the controls for UiPath apps. Let's see whether it is created or not. So it has tried to create and some adding some colors here, and you can see the user data entry application form and have adding this full name, email address, contract number, date of entry, and you can see the date of entry type is here the date picker. And if I come to this, you can see date of entry type of date picker. So whatever we have provided here, the type of control, it has automatically added it here. Then you can see the category, which is the drop down, then comment box, that is the text box, then buttons. Here we have three buttons. So this is just a small example of UiPath prompts because autopilot is everywhere. UiPath apps, integration services, autopilot for everyone, and agent builder, Maestro, and many more, right? So let's take example of agent because this is really a buzzword, and we all are looking around the capabilities to build, and we can we can leverage the UiPath agent builder to build some agent integrate with different technologies, right? So let's come to this UiPath Studio. So one more thing I would like to add in here, with the help of UiPath Studio, you can build a unified solutions, right? So here I have created a couple of things. Let's come to the prompt engineering. So by default, it will gives you these prompts. System prompt is you are an agentic assistant. User prompt is what is UiPath? It's like we are passing the query here. So let's see what UiPath is asking us to provide in detail. Define an agent-specific role, goal, rules, and operations constraints. Provides clear guideline for expected behavior, action to take or avoid, and how to process information within its designated function. So I'm not like how we can do this and these information I'm not aware about. Just like I just want to pass this information only like you are an agentic assistant. If anyone asks you to ask you about UiPath, you can respond to it. That's it. I'm just asking the question, what is UiPath? Let me run this process. Just passing the one-liner prompt, right? And here we go. Yeah, you can see the content which was provided by the UiPath LLM model, GPT. You can see the model as well here, what UiPath is using in order to provide the response. GPT 4.0, and you can go and read the paper published by ChatGPT for this specific model. There, they clearly mention about all the detailing, like how you can interact with this LLM model. But yeah, if you are not comfortable to read hundred of pages, you can just upload to the any of the LLM model, and maybe you can build a RAG application, and you can chat with your PDF, right? So no need to read about hundred of pages. Yeah. So yeah, you can see this is GPT-4, and you can see the response here. UiPath is leading robotic process automation company platform that enable organization to automate repetitive tasks and workflows, which provide a tool for designing, deploying, and managing software robots that can mimic human actions, right? So you can see just passing one line instruction, it will respond on it. Let's improve the prompt here. But like you are proficient in the English, but like you are not like how you can write a detailed prompt for UiPath agent, because you have to think about it. You have to sit for 30 minutes and hours to write all these detailed prompts. So UiPath added the capabilities that is autopilot in order to help you to generate the right prompt. You can take help of UiPath autopilot and you can generate the prompt. No need to wait for hours to generate the prompt. You can ask the chat GPT or the you can ask the autopilot for everyone. You can ask autopilot for agent to generate the prompt for you. So let's see how we can leverage the UiPath autopilot to build the prompt. So removing this, right, and passing this instruction, you are a agent. Let me remove this as well. You are a AI market research agent to provide detail about the RT industry or maybe Oracle industry. Okay, let me pass what is going around Oracle software. So passing one line prompt again and one line again. Now autopilot come into the picture by just clicking this three-star icon, open autopilot, right? Here we have the by default button called help improve my agent. What it will do, it will take your system user prompt, tools you have provided, the context you have provided, escalations. It will analyze all five together and will return the response on. Let me hit on this button. Maybe you can type it here, improve my prompt. It will improve your prompt and it will provide the detail here. And it will also, alongside this prompt, it will also provide a button. No need to copy and paste it here. Just hit the button, it will automatically be available on these boxes, the system prompt and the user prompt. So you can see, thank you for asking me to help improve your agent. I would be happy to assist you. I have reviewed your AI agent configurations, and I can see there is a room for enhancement, particularly in making it more specific to Oracle industry research. Let's work on refining the agent focus on capabilities. अब देखो उसमें क्या अब now it is doing what it is doing here. First, I have a few questions to better understand your need. What specific aspect of the Oracle industry would you like the agent to focus? So if you want, you can provide these answer to the agent. Like it will make more precise prompt for your AI market research agent. So I'm not to worry about these things. Just come here, system prompt, and you can see there we have a review suggestions. Once you hit this button, it will automatically copy and paste the prompt, the crafted prompt written by the autopilot, and it will remove your prompt. And there you have an option if you want to go with the prompt written by the autopilot, or you will stick with your prompt only. You can see what I have written. You are a AI market research agent to provide the detail about the Oracle industry. Just one line of prompt. Now, what autopilot is written, you can compare both, and it also has segregated with the color option so that it will be easy for you to check your prompt and autopilot generated prompt to compare, and you can just accept or cancel. So you can read it here. You are an AI market research agent specializing in Oracle industry. You can see the wording here. Your primary function is to provide a detailed, up-to-date information about Oracle software product, services, market positions, and industry trends. You should be able to now what it is do offering insight into the Oracle current product offering and services, analyzing Oracle market position relative to competitor. And who is the competitor? Many of the competitors of the Oracle, right? Identify and explain recent development of news and Oracle ecosystem, provide context. So what this agent will do, it will crawl through the website or check their own database and provide the information based on their knowledge base, right? So once I hit this accept button, it will replace the original prompt with the autocorrect prompt. And this is for this system prompt only. Now it's come to the user prompt. I'm just passing what is going around Oracle software industry. Now comes to the user prompt. You can see once I hit this review suggestion, it will automatically replace the same things. And here you will have what is going around for every industry. It will be replaced with please provide a detailed analysis on the following aspect of the Oracle software. And now you can see this curly braces. There you have to provide the aspect, right? Include in your response. So I'm just instructing the agent. So what you should respond and what should be covered in your response. Current status and recent development, Oracle impact on competitive positions, future outlook and potential challenges, any relative statistics or data point. Ensure your response is well structured and easy to understand. That's it. So here you can see it is red because I haven't created any variable so far. So instead of variable, because we are not just going to publish this agent and calling this agent to the UiPath Studio, I will provide the detail here. I will ask the autopilot, replace the as aspect and the by your own. Now click on yes. It will remove these things and it will replace these. Okay. Now it's time to test your agent. Once I hit this agent button, it has started and it is running and it is failed. Unable to provide a detailed analysis, unable to provide a detailed analysis. I currently lack access to real-time data or tool to give the latest information on Oracle software. Like so now the tools list comes to leverage the UiPath UiPath generative AI capabilities in order to sell the real world data on internet. So we have this options called tool. So in the like just I'm going to add this tool, but in details we will cover in the next session. Once you hit this tools and you can come to the agent activities, what is it? Come to generative AI activity. There you can use content prompting, web deep research, web search, web summary. Let's use web summary. Yep, we are good. Now let's add one more section. Let's run again. Now you can see, apart from this LLM model, it is using the tool called Web Summary we just added with generative AI activities. And you can see it is leveraging these capabilities with searching through the web. And maybe it will provide some concrete information about the Oracle industry, what is going around it. Now we can see, let me just see. Okay. You can see the result here. Detailed analysis of Oracle software, that is 2025, current status and recent development. You can see Oracle software is experiencing robust growth in 2025, driven by its cloud offering and enterprise resource planning (ERP). Key highlights include ERP leadership, cloud revenue growth, database market dominance, infrastructure expansion, and you can see the market impact and competitive position. Now you can leverage this agent in your process, in your UiPath apps, UiPath Autopilot for everyone. Once you pass your query, it will research, it will go through the web search, concise it, print into your UiPath Autopilot for everyone. So you can see the power of prompting, right? How precisely you can write the prompt and you can get the result based on your prompt. So that is about the prompting in UiPath agents, UiPath apps. We have one more offering, that is UiPath integration services. I'm not sure any one of you have ever explored to generate or maybe create any connections with the help of Autopilot. You can come to this integration services, click on this build your connector, create new connector. And you can see here, one more option is added, which is in preview, start with autopilot. I'm not sure if this option is available in your community edition, but I'm using the staging environment, so that is the accessible to me. But once it is released for general availability, then you also can get access. It is in preview. So once I hit this start autopilot, you can provide your prompt, create a connector that will connect to WhatsApp. Maybe I can provide some detail and with the help of ChatGPT or the autopilot for everyone, I can describe the requirement of this connector. But just for this demo, I'm just adding the WhatsApp integration, integration with UiPath apps. You see, it will not 100% working, but yeah, we need to adjust the requirement or fix um, uh, some endpoints URL and make a connection between this UiPath integration services and the WhatsApp services, right? So yeah, it is created, but yeah, you have to fine tune, you have to authorize your WhatsApp connection, and also have provided the documentation to do it, right? So you can see the power of this autopilot and the power of the prompting, right? So you can leverage autopilot everywhere in the UiPath ecosystem with the help of prompts, and you don't be the master of prompt, just leveraging the any of the chat GPT models or UiPath autopilot to generate your prompts. So yeah, I hope so. Like you have enjoyed the sessions, and now it's time for any questions. I think most of the question has been addressed by Umesh.
Okay, so
Yeah, Umesh.
yeah, so seems like there are a few questions for which we need to answer. I think one is,
The
can we
autopilot
create?
difference between, yeah. I
Yeah,
think the stress you can cover what is the difference between autopilot and the autopilot for everyone. So yeah, the autopilot for everyone, it is only available with UiPath Assistant. There you can use it as a chat GPT assistant. And autopilot is available for all the product. Like you have seen, you see the autopilot for UiPath apps, autopilot for UiPath integration services, agent, Maestro. So it is only available on the product, but autopilot for everyone you can use with the help of UiPath Assistant. Yeah, it cannot directly
Hi,
read
Fahad.
the PDF. Hello,
Sorry to interrupt you.
sorry, Sandeep. Yeah, hi
Yeah.
Sandeep.
So I was asking a question. So
Your audio is breaking,
you have
Sandeep.
a pilot for
I'm
okay.
sorry, I cannot hear you, Sandeep.
Okay. Okay, I'm typing into the chat. No worry.
Yeah, it is still the same. Like your audio is breaking.
yeah. Meanwhile, we can continue the question. So um, Chetan has asked that how can we call the build agent to UiPath apps? So uh, you want to cover this first? We have
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
unified, right? So yeah.
So yeah, Chetan, you can use this apps. Sorry, the agent in the UiPath apps with the help of unified apps. So we have the UiPath Studio. There you can build your apps, and within the apps you can call the processes and the agent together. So with the help of this, you can call any of the agent you have built, the deployed agent you can call it, and same way you can also call the processes. So yeah, it is possible with the help of UiPath Studio and unified app experience.
Yeah, thank you, Faiz.
Yeah, thank you, Ketan. So coming to the Hermeet questions like, can we read agent to read the unstructured data from document like PDF or file? So agent, we cannot directly pass the file, but yeah, we can read the content and we can pass this content to the agent, and then we can pass the prompt to summarize the data, or maybe you can chat with the data you have extracted. But yeah, in order to extract the data, you need to use any of the OCRs to extract the data. Then you can pass those data, or maybe you have this Word file. You can read those Word file and pass it to the agent, and then you can provide the prompt to get the response.
And it is really important to understand the capabilities of agent and the use cases because reading the unstructured data from document, like you have mentioned, a PDF, Word file, or text. So we have different capabilities around generative extractor, right? Or like you can get the response using generative activities, generative AI activities, and there is also this document understanding that you can use for unstructured document data, and IXP is also similar to that now. So agent is specifically used for like decision making, right? Based on the data. So it can definitely you can use different tools to do the extraction part, and then based on the data, the decision that you need to make, you can call an agent, right? Like just similar to what how you use LLM models, right? Similar to that. And for data extraction, there are other tools that are available that we can use. Yes. So what are the limitations for the processes used as tools? So there are no limitations as such. You can call any thing as such. I think I'm not exactly sure about the numbers, but yeah, you can call um, quite a lot processes through an agent. But it is recommended to use an agent for a specific goal. So let's suppose you integrate hundreds of processes in an agent as a tool that will not serve the purpose, because an agent is basically a persona who is designed to do a specific task, right? Not a lot of tasks. For that, you have a different tool that you can use, right? You can use Maestro for that if you have different processes in a larger end-to-end process automation, right? So agent, it's better to use for a specific goal, and not burden it with a lot of processes or tools. So it is not recommended.
Yeah,
And
Parvati here. Thanks for answering my question. I have one more about the AI unit consumption. So we are integrating so many tools and also for the escalation. So how the AI units are consumed according to this?
Mhm. So for executing the agents, right? So there are two types of licenses that are consumed, and we covered it in the previous session as well at a very high level. So there are if you are on a unified pricing plan, which is the latest one, platform unit are consumed for each agent execution. And there are no license consumption for process runs, because you already have that process, right? But if you're using any agent run, right, maybe you are debugging it, you are evaluating it, or you are running it in production after deployment, so it consumes platform license. If you are platform units, if you are a unified pricing like plan. And then if you are on a previous version or a previous model of licensing, which is flex plan, that means you are using agent units. So in the previous model of licensing, agent units were provided, and it is similar to platform units, but the it has been renamed to platform units now. So basically, AI units are consumed for your generative AI activities that you use for for data extraction using machine ML models in the DU or AI center, and other activities basically. So AI units are not specifically consumed for agent execution. You have agent units that are consumed, and it consumes agent units or platform units based on the number of LLM calls that your agent make per execution.
Okay. So now let's say your overall agent is working and let's say it has some issues and again it overcome that and again we are like it's like evaluations, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
So how the agent memory is helpful here? Can you, I mean, are you talking in the next session or are you talking it
Mhm.
now?
We have this in the next session, where we will be building an enterprise grade solution, where we will talk more about the context memory escalations, and or like using best practices. We will go through the prompt as well, and then we'll cover about short term and long term memory as well, and about security and guardrails. So we'll cover everything in the next session, in a hands-on session, where we'll walk you through, it will be more focused on the demo side. We'll keep it less theoretical, since we now understand that how agent work, how to create the prompt, and we covered some part of some basics part in the first session as well. So from starting from third session, we'll focus more on the hands-on, and that is where you will get better understanding about all these concepts.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks, Parvati. All right. For recordings will be available on the same page where you registered for this event. So it will be uploaded in a couple of days for today's session, and for the previous session, it will be uploaded very soon. Okay.
I have one last question. So, I've created the HR agent where it checks all the resumes and I give a clear goals like sort only these kind of resumes and we can filter the candidates. So my overall agent score was only 46%. That is because maybe I haven't added any apps or any escalations. But in order to improve that agent score, what do I need to do? Like,
Mhm. So you can get the suggestions as well. So in the agent builder platform where you build the agent, you can score it, right? And when you get the score there, you get to see where the agent is lacking. Is it the prompt? Is it the tools that are not added properly? Or is it the input or output arguments that are not mapped correctly? Or so basically you get a score there. And then you also get some recommendations how you can improve it. Maybe you can follow that to start with, and gradually as you get more experience around it, right, you will get better understanding basically how to improve, what are the best practices that to follow to get the maximum score for an agent. And it also depends on the evaluation data set, basically how much data you have added to your evaluation set, and it also helps to increase the score.
okay,
Maybe
so
if you
I
can-
have
Also,
successfully it's deployed, but yeah, I just give a couple of resumes. But I also provided goals, clear roles, escalate. I mean, if any information is missing, you can also provide it, and also the output in the JSON format.
Mhm.
But still, the score says like around 46%. So I was like wondering, yeah.
Mhm.
so
Maybe you can share the
you can
screen.
ask Autopilot, the agent builder Autopilot. Have you tried to use ask with the autopilot to improve my score of the event? Because like Umesh said, all the details are there. Why it is lacking of the score? Maybe you can ask the same autopilot how we can improve our score. It will help you to better fix your any of the why the cause of this low scoring. So it will definitely recommend you to improve your scoring.
I'll try. Thank you.
Yeah, please.
All right. And this is so we have a next session coming up on Tuesday next week on 5th of August at the same time. And you are encouraged to scan this QR code to RSVP to that session where we will cover the enterprise grid automation agent. We will do a demo. We'll create an agent in the session, and that will also give you an idea about the different components of an agent and how to use it as per the best practices. So we are looking forward to see you there, and I hope you are liking it. As of now, we have covered mostly the best practices part and the theoretical part of agentic automation. But starting next week, we will be focusing more on the demo side of it or the hands-on side of it. Right, right. Okay, so one last question that we have from Bhavati is what are frequent LLM models you have been working on? So UiPath provide majorly uh, the standard models that are available right on the UiPath platform are GPT Pro and Claude and Gemini. as well. So these are the three standard models that we have used. We have not used any custom models as of now, but yeah, there is a way that we can use it, but we have not used it as of now. If you want, we can have a session around that as well. If you have any specific use case where you're using any out of the box, any custom models, we can do that as well.